Yeah, did you see that huge crowd Donald Trump just had in Daytona Beach, and now he's on his way to Jacksonville? And then did you see the Fox poll numbers that came out? We're going to go over all of it. You are listening to the American Adversaries Drive Time Prime Time Show. Thank you for tuning in or continuing to listen. In either case, we really do appreciate you being out there. I am Christopher Hart along with Mike McBath. We also have in the studio with us right now Cindy Cooper Youell, who is running for Seminole County Republican Committee woman. And we're finding out that that's a pretty scrappy position to try to take, that they take offense if they don't approve of you, and do just about, they're putting what I call the Trump whacking on her. You've heard of the bushwhacking, now where she's getting the Trump whacking. And but that's just goes to show you're striking a raw nerve there, Cindy. And we're going to have Steve Moore join us. And Steve Moore, of course, is the FreedomWorks senior economic contributor who is advising and contributing to Donald Trump's campaign. So we'll talk to him about that. But Cindy, we had a conversation in the first hour. If you did not hear it, please go to our archive at AmericanAdversaries.com after the show to hear the full interview. But there was one other point you wanted to make before we go to a couple of phone calls for you.
Yes. I just want people to know that my office of state committee woman, this will not be a first-time thing for me to go to these quarterly meetings. I've been to the quarterly meetings before. In fact, in 2014, 2015, I attended 3 out of 4 of those meetings, and I know some of the state committee men and some of the state committee women, and also a number of the county chairs throughout the state of Florida. So, of course I'll continue to be meeting new people, but I already have met a number of these people that I would be working with at the state executive board.
And as you pointed out earlier, they all loved you until you decided to run for this position, and then all of a sudden it flipped.
Right. Yeah, it happens that way.
Yep. That's why we got to clean this mess up from the top to the bottom and back the other way.
Things happen, right?
All right. I'm going to go to the phone lines now, and I'm going to have to ask you to be brief and straight. Okay. All right. Then let's go to Don. Don, thank you for holding. And do you have a comment for Cindy Youell? Well, don't go away, Don. Go ahead.
Don, I just want to thank you for that comment. That's my philosophy, too. We have too many parties already, and I think getting angry is not the answer. I think it's exactly what you have just pointed out. It's citizen involvement, and I just think that if there's anybody else out there listening who has understood that the corruption happens when the people are not in charge, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, then please join me at the Seminole County Republican Executive Committee. It is one night a month. That's the third Thursday night of the month from 7 to 9 o'clock, Eastmont Civic Center, and I'd be happy to welcome all of you there. And once you become a member, this is where your voice is heard and numbers matter. And the more citizens who are part of that committee, if you have a citizen control committee as opposed to a politician control committee, you will understand this is how what this gentleman has just said. It is the absolute way to change the Republican Party, because I will be going to the state level to represent you if you vote me in as your state committee woman. And I am very optimistic about that happening. And thank you so very, very much.
Don, you make an excellent point, because if we don't work also at this level to change things around, they will constantly undermine our efforts at the national and state level, correct? Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for bringing that point up. Well, thank you, Don. I appreciate that.
It starts here.
All right. So we intend to do, my friend. All right. Thank you for being with us. All right. Thanks again. Appreciate it. Once again, Cindy Cooper Youell, if you live in Seminole County and you're in the Republican Party, do yourself a favor and vote her in as your committee woman. And once again, real quickly, that's a liaison that works between the state level party and the county level party.
Yes.
And it helps coordinating things and keeping an eye on things.
Right. She attends these 4 meetings a year, and she reports back at the county level. But what I really want to see it become is where they get to hear from the citizens of our county and how they can improve how they're dealing with the people back at the county level. It's got to be a two-way conversation. I think right now it's more like they've got the megaphone and, they're shouting at us.
All right. All right. So let's help Cindy help us clean up this mess, okay? And if you don't live in Seminole County, you can still help her by spreading the word to your friends and family who do live in Seminole County. She's still taking campaign contributions. That's Cindy Youell, Youell, CindyYouell.com. And good luck to you, Cindy.
.org.
I'm sorry, did I say com? CindyYouell.org. That's CindyYouell.org. Okay, and by the way, you can. She's got great videos up there on her Facebook page. What's your Facebook page?
It is Cindy R. Cooper Youell for Seminole County State Committee Woman. Just do a search for Cindy Cooper Youell and it'll come up.
Okay, on Facebook. All right. Once again, good luck to you.
Yep.
And we'll be talking to you again here in the near future. That's Cindy Cooper Youell for Seminole County Republican Committee Woman. Let's get her in there and get the scoundrels out. We'll be right back.
Thank you.